We're joined by UCF coach Gus Malzahn. Coach, if you can make an opening statement, they'll take questions.
Yeah.
If you're asking questions, if you would just use the handheld microphone, please.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to Duke. They played extremely well, didn't turn the ball over, only had one penalty, and deserved to win the game. You know, when you look at the game, time of possession was very lopsided most of the game. Probably the biggest sequences, you know, 3rd and 10, they had a completion. You know, we got called for a roughing, which is a tough one. I think they went down, scored, and then we, you know, had a good drive. We fumbled, and you know, the momentum kind of left us right there. You know, 3rd downs, we weren't very good. You know, we knew we had to be good on 3rd down against these guys. Wasn't able to do that. You know, the good thing, the positive for our guys, we played a lot of young guys, a whole lot of young guys that competed. That are going to be really, really good football players. This is a great experience for them, but obviously we're disappointed for our seniors to not get them out. You know, on a positive note, those seniors have done such a great job for our program, and that's the disappointing thing. Questions?
Coach Jason B, the Atlanta Sentinel. What did you, I know he's in the room right here, but what did you think of John Rice's penalties playing today?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you look, it's a whole body of work as far as offense. You know, we had some new faces on offense and some you know, guys. So, you know, hey, we only scored 13 points. I think it's all of us. I mean, we just didn't get it done offensively.
John Rice, how was his health? I know the hamstring was obviously an issue late in the season. What was he like today?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he obviously, everybody knows he was beat up the last game. He's not 100%, but his hamstring, you know, he competed out there, shoulder and all that. But, you know, bottom line, we just didn't play good enough offensively. You know, I think we got sacked quite a few times, which is, you know, really uncharacteristic for us. We didn't have that many rushing yards, which was disappointing too.
I know you haven't seen the film, but the 6 sacks, what did you see off front field level?
Yeah, I mean, that hadn't, I don't know if that's happened all year, but give their defensive line credit. You know, we got behind, so we did have to throw it. You know, we were in 2-minute mode probably the last 2 drives right there. They got pressure and got us. And anytime you have 6 sacks, you know, chances of winning are slim to none.
Last season, a bowl game gave you guys momentum in the offseason. Obviously, we didn't get that win today. What's next for this team as you guys head into the offseason? You know,
I mean, I think for us, I mean, we got a lot of guys back. We got a lot of young guys that are very talented, got a chance to play. You know, it's good off season for us to get prepared for this new conference. You know, we'll be able to take away a lot of positives. You know, going to a championship game, there's not a lot of teams that can do that. And then playing an extra bowl game, obviously we'd want to win both of them. But we play a lot of football. Like I said, the young guys got a lot of experience, and you know, we'll look forward to improving in the off season.
What happened on that drive you guys took over at the Duke 32-yard line? Wasn't able to run for it?
Yeah, the very first drive, pretty disappointing. We turned a guy loose to the field, you know, a free runner, and then of course I think we got 1 yard or no yards right there. But that was a key drive. I mean, obviously we had the momentum. Defense held them against the wind. We got a short punt. And you got a score right there. We didn't get it done then.
But you guys were able to go back on that 91-yard drive and score. I mean, how would you sum up the offensive play today?
Yeah, it was inconsistent. There's no doubt. We didn't play good enough offensively to give ourselves a chance to win.
How would you evaluate the season for John Rice, just looking back at everything he was able to do for you?
Well, I think he did some excellent things for us, you know, and this first time he's really had a full season, you know, playing quarterback in 2 years, and so there's a lot of things. Off-season is going to be very important. I mean, that's what he was saying when we were walking up here, you know, we got to have a great off-season and all that, and, you know, he'll come back better than ever.
Were you hoping to get Thomas Castellanos in the game? Did it just not work out? Or?
There was a couple situations that we had planned, if we got the right situations, to utilize him, and then obviously we didn't know John Rice's health, and so, you know, he was ready to go, you know, if needed.
What did you think about your defense, particularly in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the defense did a really good job. You know, got a new coordinator. That's always tough. I mean, we played without drop. You know, we had all those young guys. I mean, there was one time I think there was 4 freshmen out there in the secondary. You know, so it was good for them to get the experience. You know, I think we played really good in the second half because they've got a good offense and their quarterback's a really good player.
Coach, coming into this game, you guys are averaging 34.5 points a game. You mentioned the disappointment on offense. Were you surprised by the lack of productivity?
I think so. We've been a good offense all year, and when we hadn't played well on offense, when we got beaten, obviously today, you know, we didn't get it done offensively. I think that was really the big takeaway for me.
You mentioned some of the young guys on defense, Jakari and Amari Henderson. I think Amari started, Jakari played a lot as well. What do you think of those?
I think they did a really good job. We almost had an interception there, and Nikai Martinez got a lot of quality work right there too in the secondary. And so, you know, I think that last drive, I looked out there in Maltavo, I think was the only one that's not going to be back. So, you know, we got a lot of real talent, you know, on the defensive side, and then playing without drop, you know, that's not easy. I mean, he's an impact player, especially in passing situations.
Last question for Coach.
Just update on Draymond Moore's crash. He was like in a sling.
Yeah, he has an injury right there, and he wasn't able to play, but he'll be back better than ever in the future.
Last question, Brendan.
Coach, can you just kind of talk about what's next for you? I know you talk, you know, you're looking to hire a coordinator. I know it's been a crazy month with recruiting. Can you just talk about the plan here for the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we'll focus on, you know, hiring a coordinator now that this game's over, and that'll really be our focus. And then getting our guys moved in. You know, we have a big time recruiting class coming in. We got some good transfers coming in. We'll continue to recruit, you know, in that world, and just get ready for the off season.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.